Hello there everyone, my name is Squalo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And now guys and girls, it's gonna be a huge video, but before we begin I wanted to tell you that yesterday in our free Discord channel we took an insane few trades, and especially the great trade was the ZIL USDT, and our community strikes again and makes money again. So if you're not part of our free Discord channel, then go down into the description of this video or into the pinned comment and join us right now. It's absolutely free and join our growing army of traders, guys and girls, and we are just striking it time at a time, Mr. Spot On family. So join us right now. And when it comes to today's video, then we have a lot of the stuff to talk about the technicals, about what we can expect and what's going on, and what kind of a trade I'm gonna be putting in myself. I know you're gonna call me absolutely crazy, but you have to hear me out. I'm gonna show you some interesting articles, and then we're gonna move to the technicals. I'm gonna show you the trade setups and everything that is about to happen that you guys wanna see if you really wanna make money. Because remember, all the smallest trades and also some bigger trades are in the Discord because it's, you know, hyperactive stuff, and all the bigger swing trades are here in these YouTube videos. So if all of that sounds great, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and also go down below, call me Mr. Spot On, and hit that like button. Would be very much appreciated, and it would always motivate me to create more content for you people, for my family here on YouTube. And thank you in advance. Alright, so let's move to some articles which are gonna pave the way for us to this whole shenanigan that I want to describe. And number one, and this is gonna be, you know, really, again, very painful, very bad stuff. So survey has showed that 90% of CEOs are preparing for a US recession, and the confidence is at its lowest level since the Great Recession. So guys and girls, if you haven't seen my previous videos and you're new to the channel, number one, subscribe and go back at least 5 videos and watch every single one. I've showed you all the proof that a lot more pain is coming, but I also told you that there could be some relief as of right now, and we're gonna get to it in just a second. I'm gonna show you exactly how you could trade it and how you could prepare for the next dump, so to speak. So this is number one. This, I mean, just shows the market sentiment, and I mean, CEOs are not idiots. So if they're preparing, then it means that something is ought to happen. But first, there could be some short squeeze, the one that we can trade, and then another big leg down to our actual bottom. So let's speak about this. But here is some positives, but this is, guys and girls, take this with a grain of salt, because this positiveness is more of a long-term outlook, that the MasterCard is to help banks offer crypto trading, and Exclusive says crypto is on the cusp of really going mainstream, so on the verge of really going mainstream. But when we are seeing MasterCard helping banks to do this, I mean, guys and girls, this is so exciting. But don't get too excited, because macro environment, nobody can change it, and it's still crap, and we can still and will probably go much lower. But let's talk about all the details. So here is something that we're gonna, you know, is gonna drive us into today's video and my trade that I'm thinking about. So Bitcoin is to surge by nearly 15% soon. JP Morgan, you know, JP Morgan, they are flip-flopping back and forth, but again, there are different indicators, different things, they're always changing, and the market sentiment, technicals, so that's why, you know, it's always like this. Let me get to the chart, and we obviously are seeing that we are still in this wedge right here, and the trades that I want to put in, certainly I'll be putting them in over on BitGet or over on Bybit. But why on BitGet? Because when you're putting in a trade on BitGet, and if you use my link down below, down in the description of this video or in the pinned comment, you will also be getting insane rebates on every single trade you're taking. As you can see right here, $4, $17, $2. So even if you're a break-even trader, with thanks to these rebates that go back as real money into your spot account, you'll be breaking even or actually making money, because BitGet is paying you for taking trades, which is awesome. And BitGet is licensed in the United States, does not require a VPN, which is awesome. And also, if you're going to use my links down below, then you're going to get all these insane bonuses, up to $8,000 in the initial deposit bonuses, and also incredible other bonuses just simply for signing up, 20 USDT. And if you deposit more than $500, you'll get my crypto course, the paid one, for absolutely free. So go down below and use the links. And there is also a link to Bybit, also great alternative exchange with $4,100 in initial deposit bonuses, and Binance with a $600 initial deposit bonus as well. So now that you're ready, you have the right exchange, let me tell you exactly what I'm personally currently expecting. And this is going to stem, because all the price action that is looking like right now, we're forming again this narrowing down of volatility, but it's more and more starts to look like more of a squeeze of this resistance. And we already know that any squeeze usually ends up with some kind of an impulse. It doesn't mean it's a market reversal. It doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going to go to 100K. All it means is that there could be some kind of, because a lot of shorts are piled up here, and I showed you this in the previous video. A lot of shorts are in this vicinity, so it would only make sense for the market to pump and actually liquidate all of those shorts, and and then actually go down and dump. So this would make sense. So by any means, I'm not saying that we are, I'm not changing my mind here that we're gonna eventually go lower, and we will, because all these macro events have to play out, and especially understanding that the midterms are coming up and the elections in the United States, they really want to pump up their markets a little bit. So, and I think there's a lot of the potential pump that could come potentially, which I'm gonna in just a second show you how you can trade it. Is gonna be coming from S&P 500, because as of right now, what we are seeing is, again, we are going down quite hard, and we have this broadening wedge right here. But this is also called me Mr. Spot On, because as it seems I predict stocks just as well as I predict Bitcoin, because I had this order block that I told you is going to be the next important support for S&P 500, and this was, I placed it here long time ago, and look where we bounced off of it. Is this just a coincidence, or am I a genius trader? I don't know. And also the same thing pretty much in NASDAQ. So right now we are seeing some kind of a bounce, and to be honest, even by the price action that we're seeing in the daily chart, it just cannot keep dropping like a stone. There has to be some kind of a small relief, consolidation, maybe potentially even some kind of a retest of this edge of this broadening wedge right here. For NASDAQ, it could be something like 12,000 points, and for S&P 500, let's take a look. I don't really think we're gonna, in S&P 500, it's a little bit different formation for this broadening wedge. I don't think we're gonna go as high as 4,000. We could potentially see some kind of a small relief to like 3,800, and then actually keep dropping downwards to our next targets, which could be something like 3,400 in my personal humble opinion, the bottom of this order block. So for this would actually give us some hopium with some kind of a breakout right here. And remember that in the daily chart, the EMA ribbon is extremely important, and we have so much resistance coming in right now. We're going back into this resistance so many times already. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and this is this is, if you count this, then this is like 5, 6, 7. It's ridiculous the amount of times we're currently trying to break above this resistance area, and look how well it coincides with this white resistance from the daily chart, which is just a huge resistance for us. So if we're gonna break above right here, I'm not gonna be longing anywhere right now, because we're in the vicinity of resistance. It's very dangerous right now. It's quite stupid, quite frankly. We can come here, touch it, and then actually break down. And this could be an interesting short trade, interesting, beautiful scalp trade. And this is something that we're going to be posting in the Discord channel as well. So join us right now, unless you don't want to be making money. If you don't want to be making money, just don't join us. It's okay. So, but for me, this is highly risky, because again, trading a short squeeze and some kind of an impulse of like as I said before, even if there is going to be an impulse, it's going to be a fake impulse, but it doesn't mean we cannot really trade it. But certainly it means that the actual risk level of this kind of a trade is going to be tremendous. So if you don't have any risk tolerance, then don't do something like this. Just be into trend, find yourself some kind of a level once it consolidates, even if it does break down, and then just short it from there. I will put in a small risky trade, so be it, at the break of the resistance right here, and then which is going to serve as a confirmation, the break of 20,300, and I'm going to have my initial take profit. Let me just show you where it's going to be, because this is probably the most important thing, and I'm going to place it. This is going to be my initial take profit, where I'm going to it's obvious, because this is our next high, so to speak. So in this whole formation, and I'm gonna take like the most profit on it, and then and the reason also is, it's obvious, because there is also a very important order block right here. It's a very, quite frankly, very important resistance, because we have confirmation here, over here, and over here. So this take profit of 22,600 is a great place to take your first profit. And actually, if you want to take your first profit somewhere in the middle, so that you keep really your risk low, that's absolutely fine as well. And then leave some some money in this trade for example, take profit of like 25K, and then at the most like 28K, but I don't really think we're gonna go that high, quite honestly, because if it's going to take a look percentage-wise, there's going to be a 43% increase from here, and for me, it's like quite ridiculous. So that's going to be like trying to take a profit somewhere in this vicinity is going to be like far beyond my risk tolerance, so to speak. But again, if you are so inclined, I'm just giving you the scenarios what I'm going to be personally doing, and I'm going to certainly keep you updated. And guys, I hope I don't need to mention this 100 times on my YouTube channel, that when there is a break and there is no volume and there is no impulse, there is just consolidation and signs of weakness in the price, it's a perfect place, even if you take a small loss, to flip it to short and actually ride the double trouble impulse of going down, of this disappointment in the breakout. So don't tell me later that I didn't tell you this, because if there will be no volume and no initial impulse, I will flip it to short at this white resistance. So yes, once again, don't tell me later that I didn't tell you this. Guys and girls, check out this course right here that I've done for beginners, 40 minutes of jam-packed of super really good information for all the beginners. Join my free Discord channel so you're updated when we open our trades, and we are making money this year, so it's amazing. And as always, call me Mr. Spot On, share the video, and stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.